What's going on, everybody? I'm Dr. Chris Featherstone. Let me go ahead and lift my lift up a little bit. Just
Very nice. Very nice.
rep my Ohio State shirt because we're back in the playoffs, baby. Vince Russo, how are you, man?
What is going on, Dr. Chris? What is happening, my friend?
You know, you're a baseball guy, and you know what I am, man. I'm a college football guy.
Yes, sir, Bob.
And this weekend was fun. It was wild in the world of college football. So as a football fan, a college football fan, well, my Titans lost. Titans stink now.
Well,
But
you got the Jared curse going on there.
Yeah, but the weird thing is that
you're gonna have to live with that for a long time, bro.
Well, the weird thing is that we're still number one in the AFC South, and we're still fourth right now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we still have a berth in the playoffs with 5 games left. Unless we just stink up the place, we're probably going to make the playoffs. But we're probably not going to make it past the first round, unfortunately. But on Friday, it just after last weekend, it just seemed like the sky was dark, lots of loom and gloom around Columbus, Ohio. After that shellacking by that team up north, and we're like, we'll probably make a bowl. And then LSU and Clemson lost the same night. We said, oh, wait a minute now. There's a little glimmer of hope. So that actually pushed us up to number 5, and we needed USC. There's housing
again with this, bro.
Oh goodness! Oh no! Sportskeeda hack. It's crazy. It happens like once, and this doesn't do it again. Once or twice, and doesn't do it again. Anyways, and so we're up to number 5, and then Friday we said, you know what? We need USC to lose against Utah, and I watched that game on Friday night. And USC got stomped by Utah, thus putting the Ohio State Buckeyes back in.
Very nice. Congratulations. I got to do something with this hair. Hold on a minute, Chris. What is going on with this hair, man?
It's
what that's not a good look. Hold on, bro.
Yeah. Get your nice hat, man. You're good to go.
Bro, Dion.
There you go.
Deion Sanders.
Hey, very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Prime. Coach
Prime, bro. Yes.
Going to Colorado, man. Big money deal, man. Substantially higher than Jackson State. He's having about a 2,000% pay increase, man.
Yes.
So, big numbers for Prime. I think Prime can do some big work over at Colorado.
Yeah, well, it's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight.
Colorado is one of the worst teams in the FBS, but
awful, bro.
Prime can do his thing, man. Can bring it back to the days of Cordell Stewart, 1994-esque.
Yes, Leon White.
Yes, indeed. Oh, there you go. Vader.
Yes.
All right, my man. Well, that was the fun part of the show. Now we're going to talk about Raw, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, listen, I got to be honest with you. I'm so sick and tired of these wrestling marks. I'm tired. The AEW marks are going to defend a show that's down to 300,000 viewers, and then they're going to tell me what a failure I was at TNA with 2 million viewers. Bro, Rampage threw 300,000 viewers and change. Then you're gonna hear from the WWE crowd of how brilliant Triple H is and how much things have changed. What has changed, bro, with this show, bro? Seriously, if we didn't know any of that stuff went down with Vince McMahon, would we think there was a change on the show?
That's a good point. I don't see a difference. Well, I see a lot of NXT people. But you know what the crazy thing about that, Vince, and I am. I pay attention to crowds. You used to actually be in the crowds just to feel the pulse.
Absolutely.
Just to feel that energy.
Absolutely. Yes.
And that's a big part. That's a big part of television, actually. And so, as a producer, that was an important part of you, which it should be an important part of any television producer, to actually look at the crowd and see if the crowd's hyped and excited. But it just seems like week after week, man, these wrestling fans, they don't know enough about either they don't know enough about the character, or they're not sinking their teeth into the storylines or into the characters enough. Man, those crowds be dead during the matches, man. I'm like, man, I noticed that a few times. The main event was dead, man. And I'm like, this is your main event. This is what you're supposed to be pushing.
What are you? I don't know what they're supporting here, Chris. Listen, man, you and me are from the same mold, bro. When our team stinks, we say they stink. Yes, even if we we have a favorite television show or something, and the numbers are down, we'll talk about why the numbers are down, and we'll realize, obviously, bro, for some reason it's a niche crowd, and they're not. They're not appealing to the man. We will recognize all that. I just don't understand how long these marks are going to literally defend this, bro. Yes, there is zero, bro. I swear to God, my son was over here tonight while this show was going on because he was helping me do something. Bro, you have to hear a non-wrestling fan sit there while this show is on. Like my son was literally like, is this Romper Room? He thought Rhea Ripley was Marilyn Manson, and he was literally like, I mean, bro, just an average guy. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
What? And he said to me several times, what happened? I mean, obviously, he was around when I was writing the Attitude Era and all that, and here's what happened, bro. You got these marks that are going to praise this no matter how bad it gets. Yep. Bro, do you think, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. The winter meetings are going on in baseball right now, and the last 2 days are Tuesday and Wednesday. Do you really think, bro, if the Giants don't sign Aaron Judge, do you really think I'm going to make excuses for them? Or do you not think I'm going to be calling management every single name in the book? These people have to stop, bro, because you nobody can take you seriously when you're trying to defend this and talk about what a genius Triple H is by booking match after match after match. And bro, what's the deal with the women main events? Like, I'm starting to believe, bro, did Stephanie threaten you or something? Right. Did Stephanie say, bro, unless you put a woman's match on in the main event, they ain't going to be no hey nanny in the bedroom? Literally, is that what went down?
Hey nanny returns.
Every single week, bro, that third hour is in the shitter. And every single week there's a women's match in that third hour. What do you need to do, bro? Do you need somebody to take one of those bulldozers and just drop that ball to hit you upside the head to realize this is the drizzling, you know what?
It's horrible. Here's to your point, during the Ohio State and Michigan game, I post on Facebook all the time. And during the match, these are posts that I put. Just like I said many times, I was worried about our secondary. Right. Very disappointing.
Yeah. Have you heard one WWE fan say, Triple H's booking has been disappointing? One, bro? Yeah, no. Here we go. Terrible play calling on both sides of the field. There you go, bro. It doesn't mean he's not a fan. You know what it means, bro? Here's what it means. It means the doctor's not going to settle for mediocrity.
Correct.
You're not going to settle for You know why, bro? Because in the doctor's private life, he doesn't settle for mediocrity. He doesn't settle for mediocrity at work. He doesn't settle for mediocrity in raising his kids. He doesn't settle for mediocrity in his Christian beliefs. So why should he settle for your mediocrity? So in other words, I'm going to make an assumption here. Or all you people that are putting over mediocrity, you know why, bro? It's because you're mediocre. And you know what, bro? If that's all you want out of life, bro, strive to be mediocre. Then yeah, bro, you got a hit on your hands every Monday night.
That's a low bar. That's a
Madonna me, bro. They're like off the pop. We're gonna pop. Here's the biggest pop of the night. Sami Zayn saying, "I'm a UCologist." That's how low the bar has been lowered, bro. That is the absolute highlight of the night.
Yeah. Well, let's get to that. Big dip from Ohio State football talk, that's for sure. We get to the Usos against Riddle and Kevin Owens. That starts off with some promos and some talking, and I did pop when Sami Zayn came out and dancing. Every time he comes out, I like the fact that he's just so over the top. That's so funny to me. It's just like I like comedians like that. Like Chris Farley's my all-time favorite comedian. So I think over the top slapsticky people just makes me pop. It's just hilarious to me. So like Sami Zayn has that and he plays that role and he does a good job. But I mean, it led to another like Riddle, like it made it. It was funny, and then it made it like wrestling bubble-ish because like Riddle came out and he cuts a promo and it's like, okay, here we go again. Like it was funny, slapsticky, and then you have like the just normal run-of-the-mill Riddle promo. It just like, And Kevin Owens, Elias got attacked earlier today. And then that left space for Kevin Owens to come out as a mystery partner, as if that was going to cause any more excitement. Vince. Joey. Let's do it, Joey. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Already it is time for Joey.
Time out, Joey. Time out, Joey.
Oh, okay, bro. Are we assuming Elias is hurt?
That was my assumption. I'm not sure, but that was my assumption.
Okay. If Elias is hurt, bro, and he can't compete, that's fine. But why are you going to bury the guy in the process?
Yeah.
Because first of all, you're making him an absolute idiot by approaching the Usos and Sammy and Samoa Joe. There's four of them. There's four of them there, and he's going to approach them. So now, Elias, you're an idiot. Then, bro, you get your butt kicked. So now you're not a tough guy because you can't beat in the match.
Yeah.
If the guy is injured, say he was injured.
Right.
Say he got injured working out this morning, or he pulled this or tore a pec. Say that. You buried the guy twice. First of all, he's an idiot for approaching all four of these guys, and then he's a wussy, bro, because they beat him and he can't make the match.
Yeah.
What? Bro, if he's in that punishment mode, maybe because he spoke to Vince Russo, so maybe he's in that punishment mode, bro, then get rid of him. I don't understand how you're paying somebody on your roster only to bury them, Chris. Yeah. I don't understand that. Who is the joke on, bro? You're the one spending the money. Who is the joke on?
And that's what I don't quite understand, because like, and I've said this before when we talked to Vince, how in the world is it good business if you're intentionally burying someone that you're paying money to? I don't get how that makes sense. What's the ROI there, Vince? I mean, like, you know about business, man. I'm a businessman through and through. Please tell me what the ROI is to pay someone six figures to make them look bad on your show that you're trying to generate money for.
It's ego, bro, and immaturity. That's what it is. And you and I can't understand that.
I don't get it,
because we have neither an ego nor are we immature. And yeah, really, bro, at the end of the day, it's all about business. But You absolutely kill the guy. You cut his you-know-what's off. All you had to do was, yeah, bro, working out this afternoon, he got hurt, this, that, and the other thing, he's not cleared to wrestle.
Yeah, that's all you had to do.
That's all you got to do, bro.
Especially if especially if you need to. And here's the thing, like with the Triple H owned or Triple H led WCW now, WWE now, it's crazy to me that he would still implement just burying talent and not protecting talent. I mean, like that was one of the biggest things that he had a problem with NXT, is that Vince would not know who these NXT people is, look at them and just use them like trash. The 24/7 segments, Karrion Kross losing his first match. Those are the type of things that Triple H was very upset for. But then Vince is gone and Triple H has a chance to redeem himself. And we have dragging Dexter Loomis segments every week. Now he's in some type of JBL Invitational. We have Nikki Cross that's losing matches galore now. How is Triple H getting redemption for Vince McMahon making people look like horrible talent? And Triple H is doing the same thing.
He's not, bro, because when you've been in the business as long as Triple H, you're a part of the problem.
True.
Because you are the bubble. You are the bubble, and the bubble is the problem. Bro, I swear to God, I hate to refer to this all the time, but on Yellowstone last night, the two characters on the show, Beth and Summer, two women, bro, they had an all-out brawl on the show. Bro, the best fight I've seen compared to the last decade in professional wrestling. Now I don't understand that, bro. That is a fight within a television show. And it's these girls don't do this every single week. How in God's name can that look better than women who are supposed to be professional and do it every week? How could that possibly be better? I don't understand it, bro.
I think it has to do with
it last night. I mean, Chris, I believed it.
Yeah.
It was believable. There was nothing fake about it. And then I'm watching this stuff tonight. Go ahead. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. I was just going to say, I think it has a lot to do with just effort and grit, because like Yellowstone is killing it right now. And they want to be sure that they are still highly represented in their product, because they're the most watched show, on television right now. So 2 million viewers. So at this point, it just seems like, let's just throw something out there and just have them botch and, have EO Sky barely even graze and doing these really limp looking, shots. Like stuff like that should be like, this is television production. We've had Brian Road Dogg on the show before, and he talks about just the emphasis. I mean, you were in television production. The emphasis of television production, the presentation. It's all about presentation. Like WWE feels like they can get away with stuff so much that it's like starting to bite them in the behind, because the numbers are dwindling. They're not impenetrable like they think that they are, and that's the problem. You get some money in your pocket, and you think your stuff don't stink, basically. And the problem with that is that you have people head out the back door because they're like, oh man, we're just not interested in all this anymore. Yeah, you get your sponsors, yeah, you get your television deals, but that stuff doesn't last, man. And just because you're caking in the funds now doesn't mean in 3 years, 5 years from now, Fox looks at those numbers and they're like, man, we were expecting like 3-4 million, and you guys are barely scraping 2, man. We're going to have to, we're not going to renew this. And then it seems like that's going to be the motivation of like, okay, well, maybe we need to have riveting television. Although they do put a lot of their stock on Fox, seemingly. Like it's clear that they put a lot of stock on Fox compared to Raw. but it just seems like they have Raw in the bag. Like, we've got you in the bag. Why even try? And we see that every single week, man. Every week. 3 hours, and we barely have, like, there's a handful of talent shown. Everybody's in the back and catering. You have 3 hours. That's 12 hours a week. And we see the same promos and segments and variations of tag team matches every week.
I will say this, bro, again, proof of them listening to this show. Somebody there is listening to this show, because the announcers, bro, I don't even know that one dude's name. I don't care to know it. I don't care to know it. What's the leprechaun from Lucky Charms? What's his name? Leprechaun Sam. Yeah. Whatever. He attempted to open up the show excited. And I know that's from this show and every single week us saying, if the announcer opens up the show bored to death, how are we supposed to be excited?
For sure.
So I did notice they did try to open up the show with energy this week.
Yeah.
We'll see how long they last. I don't know, man. You know, call me crazy. I'm used to JR and Jerry Lawler. I'm used to Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan. Yeah. I'm used to Vince McMahon and Jesse the Body Ventura. Yeah. And you're giving me these two guys.
Yeah.
Really, bro. Like, seriously. The announcers don't have a personality or a point of view or characters, bro.
I've said this many times. Jim Ross became a Hall of Famer not because he was in creative. He had creative, or he was, scouting or recruiting. That's not the reason why he became a Hall of Famer. He became a Hall of Famer. He became a Hall of Famer because he was a Hall of Fame announcer. He was someone who added color. He added layers to the product. The color commentator is a color commentator on purpose because he adds color to the match. He adds layers to the match. He adds excitement to the match. I mean, they don't do it, man.
Bro, say people could say whatever they want about WCW. I could care less, bro. The rating. The rating after my first 3 months there, we went from a 2.5 to a 3.5, and that's not a million people. That's the rating. Yeah. So 3.5 is in the excess of 4.5 to 5 million people. Okay, but even that, bro, Mark Madden was a genius. Mark Madden was funny. Mark Madden was a character. Mark Madden brought something to the show. What are any of these announcers bringing to the show? And I'm not just talking about the two out there. I'm talking about Byron Saxon in the back. What are they? It could be anybody in those roles. I swear to God, bro, years ago, I was telling Charlie, I was saying, Charlie, get off this show because you've got legitimacy at ESPN, and they
Russo, so you're talking about?
Yes, and they are going to ruin your career, and you are going to have zero credibility if you try to have a. Thank God she left, because all of them on this show, bro, like,
yeah. The only I think Pat McAfee's killing it right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's bro, he's got a personality for crying out loud, man.
And he's bigger than the business too. Yes, he doesn't need the WWE. The WWE called for him. Yes. he has a a highly hugely successful podcast, so he's good. He can never step foot. That's the reason why he was able to wear shorts and a tank top with the blazer, in different events, because he just doesn't care. Which I appreciate. But and plus now he's even has higher credibility because he's on College Game Day every week. So he's the man. Pat McAfee has personality. He made Shinsuke Nakamura look like $1 million after Shinsuke not being anything for months, for years, really not really having anything. And then he goes and stands up on the table and dances over Michael Cole, when Shinsuke Nakamura's music comes out. Stuff like that is compelling, man. He's really, really good. And I think the reason why I think that McAfee is so good is because two things. One, he doesn't care. He's defiant when it comes to, a lot of things WWE. He respects Vince. I listened to the podcast and looked at the podcast with him and Vince. He respects the heck out of Vince, but at the same time, like, he's not the type of person that will say yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir when he's hearing things in the in the earpiece, all from Gorilla. And it just seems like everybody, we talked about this before with like Rhea and promos and stuff. It just seems like everybody, what you see on Raw, everybody just about has some trepidation. You know what I mean? Of like, man, am I going to lose my spot if I say this wrong, or if I botch this, or if I don't say this part? Everybody has that trepidation, and no one can be themselves. That's the reason why it doesn't feel authentic on Mondays.
Yeah.
Really, across the board in wrestling, it doesn't feel authentic. So, speaking of authentic, we get a Rhea Ripley promo. Well, Solo Sikoa attacks Riddle. That was a homage to Umaga because he had a birthday. So, well, delayed Umaga. Well, he passed away. He wasn't a birthday. He passed away. I think it was like
it was
13 years ago or something like that. Yeah. So Umaga. Did you ever work with Eddie Fatu?
I don't believe so. No.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
He had a short stint in TNA, didn't he?
I don't think when I was there, bro.
I think he had a really short stint with TNA.
I might have been gone.
2003 and 2004. He was ECMO.
And I might have been gone during that time, bro, because I did leave early on for a period of time.
Yeah, he was only there for a year. So
yeah,
came back to WWE in 2005. Yeah, so he died on December the 4th, 2009. Wow. That's crazy. He was only 36, I think. Yeah, 36. Wow, man. Yokozuna died at 34. He was 36.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
It's tough. Well, I get it, man. That was a feel-good moment for Solo with some Samoan spike. So, I give that one a pass. Rhea Ripley cutting a promo for Judgment Day. And then we get to the JBL Invitational, baby. We had 3 segments of these. Yeah, Joey has to come out for this one. Joey, where you at? Come on.
Time out, Joey. Time out, Joey.
Okay, well, we're not going past this stuff that quickly. So apparently, one person there thought Bailey in the ring. No. Becky in the crowd worked last week, so now we're going to do that every week.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, it didn't work last week, and it didn't work this week. So now we got two weeks in a row where it didn't work. Yep. So you got the promo between her and Bailey, bro. Then you've got Rhea Ripley come out, and then you got the Rhea Ripley Becky Lynch stare down. Mm-hmm. I got to the point, bro, where I was like, okay, bro, listen, we're at a crossroads right now because you two are either going to make out or Rhea get to the ring. Bro, after 3 minutes, we get the stare down, bro.
Yeah.
I don't need you eating up 3 minutes of my time staring each other down. So either embrace in a passionate kiss, or Becky, you go to the back, and Rhea Ripley, you go to the ring. We got the stare down. Yeah. Then, bro, we have the match. Bro, what is this, Chris? What is this? Raju, take this clip because maybe, who's the guy, Corey Graves? Maybe Corey Graves can answer this for me. Maybe Corey Graves will see this clip and explain it to me. Bro, did you hear what they're calling Rhea Ripley during this match?
No, what'd they call her?
Bro, the Eradicator, what, how do you say it, bro?
Eradicator.
What the frick is that? Bro, am I gonna run out and buy the Eradicator t-shirt? Like, what is that? First of all, would any single kid know what that means? Absolutely not. I don't know what it means. How do you come up with a name like that, Chris? Do you know what it means? What's it mean?
I do. To eradicate is to do away with something.
And somebody there thinks that's a good name. Corey Graves thinks that's a good name.
The
That I'm gonna keep. Oh my God! Like really, guys? The Eradicator? Really? That's gonna be harmonica, huh, bro?
Yeah, that's from Vince. That's from Vince. He's in Stanford, and he is saying something. He's on the he's on his mic. And he said, "I like that Rhea girl. I still like her. She's just a big ball of just eradication."
Yeah, eradication. Then, bro, one of the announcers, I don't know which one it was. I could care less, bro. Here was the line: "The role model is battling the Empress." Like, bro, will you guys freaking stop with this crap? Stop it, bro. The role model is battling the Emperor.
You got to put some substance on these.
Get to the card game, bro.
That was after the card game. Actually.
Was it really, bro?
Yeah, it was. It was after the card game.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
no, you're good, man. You're good. So you basically so the invitational backstage segment was just a bunch of B and C rated wrestlers playing poker, basically.
Chris, I got to tell you something because I was in this position many times. Bro, there's a huge difference and yet a fine line between good comedy and bad comedy. And wrestling 90% of the time tends to fall on the side of bad comedy. This is bad comedy, guys. This is Three Stooger comedy, bro. That's exactly what this is. Just bad, campy, stupid, silly, not funny comedy, bro. And Chris, here was always my rule of thumb. If it had the chance of going down like this, don't do it. And bro, and if you do it, I mean, you got to realize you're being really over the top. Like I can remember a scene at TNA, bro, when I think Shark Boy was on his deathbed. And it was so over the top, but we knew it was over the top and ridiculous. You had a character who was the Shark Boy, bro. You know it's ridiculous. No, they don't know. This is ridiculous, bro. They think this is funny.
To your point, Vince, I remember when Shark Boy was in TNA in the beginning, and he was just like a gimmick in the cruiserweight division. Like he wasn't like super over. He became over when he did a parody of Austin. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was his deal. Like,
right.
Give me a shell, yeah. Like he would come and start doing the stunner and start walking out, you know what I mean, and did the Finn deal. And to this day, every time he makes appearances back on Impact, he comes back out to the mock Austin music. He does the deal. He does the whole shaking. And like that shows you that characters matter.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Shark Boy is just over and became over in that time, because he had a character, man. So, kudos to you for that. And I was thinking there was something that you were talking about as far as the JBO the back comedy. Okay, so let me be I don't want to say an advocate for the marks. Let me just be, quote, devil's advocate, and so say if the marks say, well, Vince, here we go.
Well, Vince,
nice.
Back in the late 90s, you did the APA gimmick, and they were playing cards in the back. Why would you do that?
I didn't do the APA gimmick. I wasn't there for that.
Oh, well, there you go.
That was after I left. When I was there, JBL and Simmons were in the Undertakers, the Caucus of Ministry. Yeah, the Acolytes. Yeah. I was not.
APA started in what, 2000? Must have been 2000.
Yeah.
Right, right after. I actually like APA. I think APA was a cool idea. Yeah. But Wow. So you didn't have anything to do with APA. Wow.
No, 0.
Interesting.
And I didn't have anything to do with the Eradicator.
See, I'm going to tend to disagree with that, Vince. I think you had a lot to do with I think, because you were a consultant for USA for a couple of years.
And bro, and again, we talked about this, bro. Why are they doing this to Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, man.
Why are they doing this with Rhea Ripley, bro?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I don't understand it, man. I don't. And like I said before, if I'm just a casual fan, and I'm looking at WWE, and I'm looking at like something that catches my eye, I'm like, I wonder who that is. There's something different about her. And then I'm like, okay. Oh, she's the Eradicator. Now, when I hear the Eradicator, I'm like, okay, well, she's probably a fake version. Like, she's probably like a fake Terminator gimmick or something like that. It's just not working. If I just were to see that in the very first time I saw that, and that would just take me away.
And then
the Eradicator.
And then, again, in their opinion, they're protecting her because she didn't take the pinfall. And what a stupid way not to take the pinfall, bro. You got Asuka dead and down in the middle of the ring, and you're going to concern yourself with Bayley on the outside. Then you're going to take your own. Oh, my. Horrible.
And why would they make Asuka look like an idiot afterwards? Like, if you're trying to protect, are they writing her off or something? It just didn't make sense to me. You're trying to protect your baby faces or protect your characters. Asuka didn't have anything to do with Rhea losing. She tried to go for a flip onto Bayley. Bayley moved out the way and she landed on the floor. And then she's like, okay, well, I'm mad. I'm just going to beat up Asuka. The Washington crowd was flat when she did that. And it was weird. It made it look weird. But I just had a thought. I know who had something to do with that Eradicator gimmick.
The Eradicator, nice.
I know. So I know. I think I got a feeling.
I know it. No, he definitely did not have anything to do with this, bro. Definitely.
You want to know if I had something to do with the Eradicator gimmick? I am the Black Scorpion. I do way better than some stupid Eradicator gimmick because I am the man who destroyed the idea of eradication.
Bro, who's coming up with the Eradicator? Oh my God, bro. Come on. Who's doing this?
It wasn't the Black Scorpion. So we shall see who goes behind the Eradicator gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. So you talked about the Ripley gimmick. You talked about the Lynch gimmick, that match. Seth Rollins cuts an in-ring promo, and he gets interrupted by Bobby Lashley. So, again, weird to me. So you're trying to make Rollins a baby now. So they called it the Symphony Harmony of something that they call the fan singing. And so he's just eating up the baby, role now. So Lashley comes in and he's playing a baby too, which I'm fine with. I think he should be. So who's over here? You had Seth being cheered, and then you had Lashley, who seemingly turned a heel a few weeks ago. Now he's like playing it to the crowd. He's doing the boom, boom, pow, boom, and he's clapping hands, kissing babies. And so he's clearly the baby. So who's over here? Who's
I don't know, bro. Then you got him taking out an authority figure, which is babyface. That's not a heel thing. I mean, anytime you see authority get taken out, I don't know, bro.
He accidentally did it, and somehow that's going to lead into him I wonder if this is going to lead to like somehow Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce just randomly shows up at his convenience now. Everybody just books whatever match they want to, and then Adam Pearce just says, "Oh, by the way, Lashley, you can't do that accidentally anymore." And I'm just like, okay, so that's just super weird when people when he comes out when Lashley does it, but someone else can have a pull apart like Brock Lesnar, and he won't come out with when Brock Lesnar just F5s everybody and their mom. So it just doesn't make any sense to me as far as the consistency. I'm too scared to come out and say something to Brock about it. But when it comes to Lashley, though, I'm going to say something to him. You're supposed to make Lashley feel as big as Brock Lesnar, especially when the gimmick is, what do you like? Rollins saying, definitely doing some heel stuff. You're jealous of Brock Lesnar. You want to be like him. You're not good enough. You're not big enough. Definitely heel stuff to do. But I just didn't understand this, Vince.
I don't know, bro. Is Rollins over other than them singing with him? Like seriously, like we got it, bro. We ripped off Jericho. Okay, I get it. I understand, and that's why I don't know why Rollins would do that. It comes across as such a blatant rip off to that Jericho song. I don't know why you would do that, because that's always the first thing that I think of. Secondly, aside from them singing along with him, like why what has he done to be over? I don't understand. What has he done to be over?
I mean, we talked about this before. We talked about this in a recent show we did, Writing with Russo. He said, "You know who I am? I am the revolutionary. I am the whatever he said, visionary. I am the missionary. I am Seth." And he puts his mic out, and that's what they know him for now.
Yeah,
saying that he's the whole bunch of Aries.
Yeah.
He's the fairy, canary, missionary, Harry. I don't know what his gimmick is, Vince.
I don't either, bro. I have no idea, bro. No idea.
SK Nation, what is Seth Rollins going to the Hall of Fame for? Is he going to the Hall of Fame? Does he have does Seth Rollins have a body of work? And I'll post this in another video too. So either this one or the last one. Does Seth Rollins have a body of work that's going to right now that is Hall of Fame worthy, and why? So SK Nation, live crowd, does he have a body of work that's Hall of Fame worthy right now? And if the answer is yes, then why? So that's the topic on air right now. It's the question on deck right now. Let's talk about Austin Theory cutting a backstage interview, interrupted by Mustafa Ali. So this is what I wanted to ask you about this, Vince. Do you think that the WWE is going to book this as Ali keeps like doing that little engine that could? He keeps having like he keeps popping up, and yeah, he loses, but he's just so daggone resilient. And one of these days, someone's going to slip on a banana peel, and he's going to win the United States Championship.
Well, they use that again in the match. How resilient he is. How he's the Energizer Buddy. He can take a bro. Nobody cares about this guy. There is no reason to care about this guy. So who I could care. Somebody slips on a banana peel and he goes over. Who's going to care? Nobody cares about this guy, bro. And bro, these two look like the two biggest amateurs when they almost killed each other on that top rope gimmick move. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Ali's knee almost broke at the freaking joint. Bro, if you can't do a move, don't try to do it, especially on live TV. Oh my God, bro.
And then what does it prove? Like, is this move in this match going to get you more money? Is it going to get you a bigger payoff? Is it going to give you more? Is it going to give you more popularity? What is it ultimately going to do? That's why I don't understand how someone just does these high spots for what? Like it doesn't help.
Are you even going to remember it 5 minutes later?
No.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. I swear to God, bro, he almost snapped his leg. That was so horrible, bro. Why are you doing that, bro?
I don't understand. Rollins has been lame since Hall of Fame, since Hell in a Cell with the Fiend. Seth Rollins deserves to be in the Hall of Fame as much as Drew Carey. Right now, no, but overall his career as a whole, yes, because of his Shield work and number of titles won. So no. Heist of the century, someone says, is the reason why he should be in the Hall of Fame. Someone shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because they cashed in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. I mean, that wouldn't make someone in the Hall of Fame, that's for sure. If that's the case, Dolph Ziggler cashed in a day after WrestleMania, should be in the Hall of Fame. So that shouldn't be a requirement. Hall of Fame. Then we get the segment number 2 of JBL Invitational. This leads to another match, which is the OC and no, actually that led to what? The JBL and Miz gimmick after that, and then Austin Theory defeating Ali because somehow Dolph Ziggler just pops up out of nowhere. Did I say this about the good little hand? Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that about Dolph Ziggler? He's just a good little hand. Hey, Dolph. Hey, Dolph, we need you, man. We need you. We need you in this segment right here. Go ahead and super kick Theory, and he's just going to go over on you at the end of the. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I just want to ask, like, all these people that still defend this, like, what are they defending? I don't. What are you defending on this show? These are great matches. Like, what are you defending?
Good question. Well, I'm definitely going to defend Hannibal with this $10 super chat, bro. If they're going to pipe in cheers and boos, they can at least use sound clips with different cadences. The boos for Dom's win and Theory's entrance was the exact same clip. Ali's cheers, clearly fake. Yeah, I agree with you. And it's funny because I heard boos too when Ali was introduced. They were in the match. People just don't care about Ali. He's definitely a talented guy, but I mean, his Twitter stuff, you know what I mean? Just kind of juvenile reactions, that mixed with just the fact that he doesn't have a gimmick. I think it just really hurts his character because no one knows who the heck Mustafa Ali is. There's nothing tied to him. Then we get a backstage brawl with then we get JBL and Miz talking about Rolex. So we get another JBL segment with the Poker Invitational Part 3. I mean, they're really having JBL earn his chips, that's for sure, man, because like he was in 5 segments this today.
No, bro, because they ran out of people bumping into each other in the back and making matches. So they figured use this throughout the show to make meaningless matches. That was the whole point of this, bro. That was the mindset put into this show. We're gonna have, we already set up a match last week. That was at the top of the show. Elias is out. I don't know why. We're going to have 2-girl triple threat matches, and then the rest of the show is going to stem from what goes down during this card game. That's it, bro. Like that's it. 0. That is it.
Yeah. And I keep saying, remember I say every week that it just feels like you can open and close the same Raw every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how does that cause a cliffhanger? How does that it never doesn't work for episodic television? If you can open and close this show every week with no cliffhanger, why do I want to watch next week? It's a 3-hour show. I'm like, oh man, this is this is long. I think I'm good. This is what I need. Okay, Becky Lynch is okay, so she lost. Okay, so the cliffhanger is Bailey versus Alexa Bliss. I don't really, if I'm a casual fan, I know neither of these people. And at the end of the match, it was Alexa Bliss, who I don't know, winning a match. Okay, like what about that Vince is going to cause me to come back next week?
Nothing. Zero. Nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing.
We get a Bianca Belair backstage interview. She just won a fitness competition, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's killing
saw
it.
that.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. OC defeating Baron Corbin Alpha Academy. So it looks like Triple H has pulled the plug on this Corbin gimmick. So do you think that JBL is upset, or does he think you think he's just cashing
Well, bro, he started taking the angle this week about the flippity floppers. Did you hear all that talk? So maybe that's the direction they're going. You know, the anti Corbin may become the anti flippity flopper. That may be the direction it's going, bro.
Well, they tried that with Strowman, and he lost to Ricochet because he was, he got out flippity flopped. So if that's
Strowman lost to Ricochet,
he did. Yep. That was a flippity flop punishment, seemingly. So,
oh boy,
lost one, man.
Oh,
we get Candace, your girl, Candice LeRae, backstage interview interrupted by Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis, and they walk away. So they started something with this. I'm not sure. Dominic Mysterio, which the third invitational setup for, that was another match, defeating Akira Tozawa. Of course, you know that was going to happen. So Akira Tozawa got protected and got saved by the Street Profits. What did I miss? Did I miss where the?
I think the Street Profits may have came out at the end because I think they may have been a little bit concerned that Tozawa was spending way too much time in a tanning bed.
That's true.
So I think they probably went out and told him, that can cause skin cancer. You need to, kind of lighten up off the tanning.
Yeah. You know why I think that the Street Profits came out for Akira Tozawa?
Why?
Because they were afraid that he was going to get eradicated by Rhea Ripley.
The Eradicator. Oh my God, bro. You talk about just reaching, man. Just read the Eradicator. Oh my God. You're a genius, Corey. You're an absolute genius.
Joseph 199 super chat, my man. Why is a face like a ghetto sister criminal? I don't know what they want to do with Johnny Gargano. I think that they had a ties in NXT, but it's just weird to me what they're trying to do with, there was no affiliation with Lumis and Miz and Gargano and Miz at all, right?
No.
So looks like they broke away from that. So now Lumis is on the main roster. Gargano's with Lumis, and this week he's just his benefactor with the purse full of money. What is he?
Bro, I can't. I'm being honest with you. Listen, man, I always say I take great pride in always saying I am not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I don't claim to be, never have, but I cannot bring myself down to the level of this show to understand it. Like I just can't. I'm not going to sit there and try to figure out what is going on in the mind of Triple H. I absolutely am not, bro.
I don't know. SK Nation, if you got an idea of what's going on, please let us know. Dominic Mysterio, we talked about that just today. Bliss winning the final match against Nikki Cross and Becky Lynch. That's because one of the things, Dakota Kai and Io Sky comes out and pulls Becky Lynch out and double power bombs her Shield style through the table. She was like, she was sure to hold the back of her head. That's for sure. She's like, oh, okay, you're not power bombing. Oh, okay. So, and somehow this is leading to Becky versus Bailey. They're doing that program now, and looks like Alexa Bliss is probably going to beat Bailey because Becky's going to help her, and she's going to help Bailey. She's going to help Alexa Bliss next week beat Bailey. I mean, I think the writing's on the wall, with that. So we'll get babyface Alexa Bliss against babyface Bianca Belair, does this cause Alexa Bliss to turn heel?
Well, we kind of saw that come in the last couple of weeks where and they didn't follow up on that at all this week. It's like it never happened, the last couple of weeks where she's just coming out, disconnected with no emotion, not paying attention. That wasn't what she did this week.
Yeah.
So who knows what they're going to have her do next week, bro? Stay tuned. There's your cliffhanger right there, man. Is Alexa Bliss going to be distant or is she going to be alert? That's the cliffhanger for next week's show.
Yes, indeed. It seems as if that I can predict that what they're doing is they're going to have Bliss lose to Bianca Belair, and then Bianca Belair is going to do the sign of respect at the end, try to shake her hand or raise her arm up or something like that, and then she's going to get clocked by Alexa Bliss. Eventually, I just see that this is going to be filler for Bianca Belair. So the heel turn is not going to mean anything anyways, but I can definitely see the heel turn with Alexa Bliss coming next week. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest heels of the WCW in TNA, especially who's in TNA, man.
And then, bro, what about one last thing though? What about Bobby taking out a WWE official? But we're gonna let this one slide. But if you do it again, can you imagine a linebacker taking out the referee? Yeah, bro. Listen, we're gonna let it slide this week. But if you do this again, bro, there's gonna be a price to pay. Oh, okay, I won't do oh my God, bro.
Doesn't make sense at all, man.
This is horrible.
Well, one thing I won't let slide is I won't let something slide, which is a reminder of the Ohio State Buckeyes being a part of the playoffs. I won't let that slide, and also a reminder that we need Toots back. You gotta have an appearance from Toots. And one last thing, we've been getting a really cool. We've been getting a request for a while now. People want for us to do disco again before we close the show, man.
Disco?
You got disco? This is for you, ladies and gentlemen. SK Nation. This is our debut to Wrestle Binge. This is our celebration of Ohio State making the playoffs. Very nice, very nice. My guy. Let them know once again about the channel attitude, brother. Here we go.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
No, just don't play Harlem Heat's music because we'll get flagged.
Okay. All right, everybody. Russo'sBrand.com, Patreon.com/Russo TWC, bro. Go get them, bro.
Yes, indeed. You can see his hashtag underneath, or his @ underneath him. His handle is what I'm. Yes, at the Vince Russo. My handle is at Chris Prolific. Follow us on the Twitter machine, ladies and gentlemen. Until next week, Dr. Chris Featherstone, Vince Russo on the Legion of Raw. Everybody, have a good night. Shalom.